Hello everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or they have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. A very big tragedy has just happened to this lady, and it's going to shock a lot of people the reason why this happened. This young lady you can see here is called Rita. Today, Rita is no more alive to say her story or to say exactly what transpired the whole time. That guy you're seeing there is the guy you're seeing with her is her husband. And a tragedy has happened as a result of her own husband taking the life of this young lady who is Rita, and she is alleged to be from Edo State. Rita traveled down to Nigeria just a week ago and she just returned. After she had returned from Nigeria, she now met her husband and told him that she doesn't want this marriage anymore. She wants a divorce. Unknown to Rita that her husband did not take this divorce issue very lightly. He was not happy with that as Rita met him requesting for a divorce after traveling home. So he was wondering what must have happened. All of a sudden, she went home and came back, and immediately she returned back from Nigeria. She now told him that she's no longer interested in the marriage. Unknown to Rita that her husband was upset with this decision because it was an unexpected decision from him. He didn't expect that Rita would come and say she is no longer interested in him. But the unfortunate thing just happened Friday morning. Rita went to work. Unknown to her that her husband was actually trailing her. He followed her all the way and he hid at a corner where no one would even suspect that this particular man had some ulterior motive. And as soon as Rita was coming out of the company right in front of the gate there, her husband just came out and shot her instantly 4 times in front of her colleagues. People were all there. A lot of people were standing there. You know, people that are done with the third shift are going home, and people that are coming for the first shift are also moving in. And it happened at exact time when a lot of people are trooping in and out. And you know, 7:30 people are clocking in and some are clocking out, and that was the exact time this man decided that he was going to carry out this horrible act in the open. You'll be wondering, why did he wait for her to come back home? Why did he have to carry this horrible act in a public place? He must have his reasons for that, because people would not want to commit murder where they will be seen. But her husband committed this act. But her husband killed her right in front of her colleague in the open space where everybody would see him. He didn't care. He didn't mask up, nothing. He just came out and shot her. He wanted to make sure that she was dead. He shot her 4 times. And her company is the company that's at the parking lot. That's where this happened. The mushroom company. The company is located at Noventa Vicentina. That's where the mushroom company is located. So unfortunate, this lady died instantly. However, her husband, who is 61 years old, he's called Peliza, he ran off immediately. After he laid ambush and ensured that she was dead, he took off in his Cherokee Jeep. The police ran after him to see if they could get hold of him, because people there now had to call on the cops. But before they could get there, he had already left. They trailed his car using the surveillance camera. But unfortunately, when they saw his car parked and got into the house where he parked his car, they discovered that it was his brother's house, and he just parked the car there and left. At the moment, he is on the run, and the police are advising people to be very careful and observant because he is fully armed and he is dangerous. So anything can happen. It's so bad that this lady has lost her life like this. It was also further gathered that Rita arrived in Italy in 2017 through Libya, and she got married to the Italian man, that's Piliza, in 2018, and they've been living together since then. So she got the job at the mushroom company while living with the husband. It's so sad that Rita has lost her life like this. She has lost her life at a very young age. She is just 31 years old. She is so young. And that is the husband who is 61 years old at the moment. And it's so painful that he has not been caught, he has not been arrested. This is a very horrible act that this man has committed right now. And he killed her. Everybody, a lot of people whom she worked with together, her fellow colleague, they were all there watching as this man shot her. But you know, this kind of a thing, they can't do anything. Someone who is armed and they are not armed, because nobody expected that something like this would even happen. And as soon as he did that, he wanted to be sure that she was dead before he fled the scene. And he did that so fast. And you know why people were unable to get hold of him is because the guy is fully armed. No one know how he's going to attack or retaliate. So if you go to either hold him, and the man may either decide to do something horrible to whoever is going to stop him or try to catch him. Look at how this lady who suffered, you can imagine how she must have suffered going through Libya and all the hurdles she must have crossed and finally got into this place. She just went home to her place in Edo State and then returned back just 1 week after she has returned. And this horrible thing has happened to her. How is her family going to feel? They just saw their daughter, their sister, unknown to them that that would be the last. It's such a great pain that this woman has died shortly after coming back home and letting her husband know that she is not interested in the marriage anymore. But the thing is, were they having issues before she left? No. That is what no one is saying as of the moment now that this news has been released. But you know, definitely a lot of people would have different things to say. So many people have gone to their social media right now to respond to this, both those that knew her and those that did not know her. Someone said that, "Rest in peace, my Edo sister." Someone said, "Rest in peace, my Edo sister." Another person said that she was actually out there with the man, not because she loved him. Well, you know that people would definitely have different things to say when something like this happens. Someone said that she was with the man all because she actually wanted to have her own permanent stay in the country, and for her to stay, all she needed was what would keep her there legally. And for her to get that, she needed a citizen in the country, which she actually had to go and get married to this man. That the husband, according to what people are actually saying right now, is the husband felt he's being used, that she has gotten the documents she actually needed from him, and she felt it's over between both of them. She doesn't want the marriage anymore, so long as what she was requesting for or what she actually wanted, she has gotten it. So it's time for her to leave and move on. But the husband did not find that funny at all. He still wanted the marriage, but she didn't want the marriage anymore. And so this man felt, I can't be used like this. And he decided that the only way out for him to ease off the pain was to take Rita's life away from her. It's such a great pain that this man decided this is the only way out for him. If he really wanted Rita to stay back, at least there are other ways for him to do that. He could talk to her friends. He could even communicate with her family members and then let them know that this is what Rita is up to and he is not ready to let her go. Probably he still loves her or he still interested, or he still wants the marriage to go on. But then, in situations of marriages, you don't force people to stay, especially when one of the parties have decided that they don't want the marriage anymore. But these are just speculations from people. So many people online are attributing it to the fact that Rita got what she wanted from the man, that's the document, and after she has received the document, that the man now realized that all Rita wanted was just the document. And as soon as she got the document, traveled back home and returned, the next thing is she doesn't want the marriage any longer. No one is saying that the man was maltreating her. No one is saying that they were having issues. Nothing of such has anyone pointed out. And well, even those that know her one on one has not pointed this out. Definitely you get updates since this happened in the midst of people, her colleagues. A lot of people were all gathered there. Parking lots where people come, they want to pick their cars, go in, go out. You definitely see crowd. If not more than 20 people there, you would see. And when people hear gunshots, you can imagine how distraught that whole place was as soon as this actually happened. It's really not something anyone would pray or plan for. But all of these are speculations from people, owing to the fact that the husband now is at large. They are yet to arrest him because they can't find him at the moment. Well, until they find the husband, probably he could say something. But when the other person is dead and you're getting the story from just one person, it doesn't really hold a lot of weight because something is missing. And this person would always say something in a way that would favor him. He wouldn't say anything that would favor his wife. He would say everything to suit him, and so that people will feel that, oh, okay, he was right. Well, however it is, no one is justified for taking their fellow human being's life. You can imagine how Rita has been struggling. You can imagine how she's been trying to make ends meet. She just traveled back home, all the way from Italy back home to Nigeria. Imagine the amount of money she has even spent and everything. See family members, they were all excited seeing her after a long while. All for them to come and hear today that their daughter is no more alive. She's gone. Little did they know that week she came back last week would be her last week for them to see her. It's really sad. People should be very, very careful when you're getting involved with people. A lot of people have drawn conclusions. Some people are saying, looking at the husband's face, doesn't seem like everything is right with the man. Some are saying probably he's into some horrible kind of lifestyle that might have contributed to Rita deciding that she doesn't want the marriage anymore. Since Rita is no longer alive to say her own side of the story, no one would really know what really transpired. But it's just the colleague that know her said she just requested for divorce, and now they're hearing that she is gone. So painful. May the soul of Rita rest in peace with the Lord. May Almighty God console her entire family members, friends, well-wishers, colleague, everybody that knew her. May God console them all. It's really not easy. And especially it's going to be very painful and hurtful to her family members because they just parted ways just a week ago. And then for them to hear this very sad news, it will only take the grace of God for them to come to terms with the fact that Rita is no longer in existence, that she is no longer alive. Whenever you are trying to get married or be with somebody, it's very good to study the person very well. So right now, the only conclusions that a lot of people are concluding is regards to the document, that was why she filed for the divorce. I'm sure if they get hold of the husband, he would also have his own side of the story. But Rita is not alive to say exactly why she filed for the divorce. All of these are just mere speculations which you would always get to hear from people each time anything is posted online. And I think this issue of divorce is not something that people should just go and confront their spouse. Some people can take this divorce, Some cannot take it. And you need to be very, very sure that your partner is ready and open to accept the divorce. Otherwise, cases like this will just keep reoccurring and reoccurring over and over again, because the man is not willing to give or accept the divorce and the woman wants the divorce. Then what do you do in such situation? All of these things are things that usually happen. And in some cases, it's the woman. If the man has filed for divorce, the woman may be the person who is not willing to let go of the marriage and wants to go on with the marriage. So it happens both ways. We all need to be very, very careful. There are certain people that you are with, you're not sure of whom they are, what they are capable of doing. Rita may not have expected that her husband would be the same person to kill her. It's such a pity that Rita has gone just like this, in a very painful and tragic way. People out there should be really observant. You don't just meet anybody and then you stay with the person. It's really sad that Rita has gone so soon. May God console her family. Just imagine how they'll feel hearing this kind of news. Friends, please, if you have anything to say, you could put that down at the comment section. Like I said, these are the conclusions a lot of people are saying with regards to the reason why she filed for the divorce. She's no longer interested because she has received her documents, and then the man has felt he's being used and he would not want to watch that happen. And that was why he took her life away from her. He's not justified for his actions. Even if, let's take for instance that all of these rumors are true, that she wanted documents, that's why she got married to him. Notwithstanding, should that be enough reason for the husband to take her life? If someone is saying he doesn't want the marriage anymore or she doesn't want the marriage anymore, it's for both of you to sit down and talk about it, or either seek counseling if you really want the person to stay with you, rather than killing the person because the person has decided not to be with you anymore. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please don't forget to hit on the like button. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all.